The G-Lew Show, Flashback Fridays.
Jerome, put on that Bobby Womack.
Nah, girl, I want to go way back. Oh, yeah, check this out.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was just a little niggero, I looked up to my bigger bro, begged if I could kick it. So when he went out with girls, I could go tagging along, nagging. If she had a sis, maybe could mac a baby hood rat. Y'all remember way back then when it was 1985, all the way live. I think I was about 10. One of those happy little niggas singing the blues that be always trying to bag with the shag and karate shit, saying yo mama black, his mama this, his mama that. Then he get mad and wanna scrap. We stay mad about 10 minutes, then it's like back on the bike to play hide and go get it with the younger hoes by the bungalows. Then switch to playing ding dong ditch when that gets old and too cold to hack it. Grew on a bomber jacket, you could tell the ballers cause they fell wearing gazelles. If they really had money raised, we sport Nikkei. And all the girls had they Turkish link. If it broke, then they made earrings to it, like they meant to do it. But sometimes I still sit and reminisce and think about the years I was raised. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. What? Back in the days, when? Back in the days. I'm still back in the days, but now the year is 87, 88. That's when my crew and I were in junior high in 7th grade. I hated school, shit had blown up. No doubt I couldn't wait to get out and be a grown up. But let me finish this, reminiscing and telling about when girls were spelling tight corduroys like for the boys, basket weaves, Nike Cortez and footsie socks, and eating pickles with Tootsie Pops, and it don't stop. I'm glad cause when JJ Fad did Supersonic, it was kinda like a sport to wear biker shorts or to wear jeans, and it seemed like the masses of Fuji's had poison airbrushed on their asses. Dudes had on Nike suits and the Pumas with the fat laces, cause it was either that or K-Swiss. I miss those days, and so I pout like a grown Turk, wishing all I had to do now was finish homework. It's true, you don't realize really what you got till it's gone. And I'm not gonna sing another sad song, but sometimes I do sit and reminisce and think about the years I was raised. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. What? Back in the days when? Back in the days. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. What? Back in the day. When? Back in the day. Well, it's the niggero. I figure that now I'm all grown up because I'm 18 years old, and guess you could say I'm holding down a steady job and crew steady mobbing, you steady bobbing your head, and I paid, so I got it made, but didn't always have clout. Used to live in South Central LA, that's where I stayed and figured a way out. I gave it all I had, so for what it's worth, I went from rags to riches, which is a drag, but now I'm first. So hard in the nose, this is on our way up. Yeah, we said that we was gonna make it since a kid, and we finally did. But sometimes I still sit and reminisce and think about the years I was raised. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. What? Back in the days when? Back in the day. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. What? Back in the days when? Back in the day. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember way back when. And everybody say, I remember.
Okay. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is Flashback Fridays on the G-Lew Show. And tonight we have a very special guest. Also, I have my co-pilot with me, the lovely, and when I say the lovely, I mean the lovely Miss Queen Jean. Miss Queen Jean, how are you this evening? Thank you for joining me.
I'm good, G-Lew. How are you this evening? I'm great. Feeling a lot better. Thank you so much. How are you?
Okay, that's good. I'm doing great. Doing even better because tonight we have a very, very special guest, distinguished guest. One of the and we have a lady tonight, so I'm glad. I know that makes you happy too. Because we don't get too many ladies on the show, but I'm glad we do. We have a legend, Miss Cheryl the Pearl from the legendary group, The Sequence, legend. The Queen Legend. I wanted to play another song, but she's here already. She's waiting in the green room, so I don't want to make her wait. I don't want her getting mad at me early. So let me bring her in. Right. The lovely Miss Cheryl the Pearl. Good evening.
Hi, how you doing? Thank you for inviting me on. How you doing?
We're doing great.
I'm just good. I'm fine. I'm just happy to be here and listening to this good music you're playing.
Okay.
Back in the days.
Well, yeah, back in the days, and what I wanted to do was play one song. I didn't want to get you mad because I know you were waiting, but I wanted to play a song that I love by Sequence right quick, just to warm the people up. Just let a few more people get in here and get acquainted and pour them a drink and get nice and comfortable so we can bring you on and get into this great interview. So if you don't mind.
I don't mind if you don't mind.
All righty then. It's Flashback Friday, the G-Lew Show with the legendary Cheryl the Pearl from Sequence and the lovely Miss Queen Jean. Let me do it like this right here and we'll be right back.
is Cheryl the Pearl, and thank you for tuning into the G-Lew Show on Flashback Fridays, hosted by G-Lew, our sponsors, BTP Media, and 93 Tweed FM Ism.
Yes, please believe that. It is the G-Lew Show, Flashback Fridays, and we are back with our very, very, very special distinguished guest, the legendary Miss Cheryl the Pearl from the legendary group Sequence. I'm also joined by Miss Queen Jean. Cheryl the Pearl, how are you this
Yes,
evening?
I am fine. I am just fine, thank God. Holding it in the road, working on new things, and getting ready to move forward.
Right, right. Okay, okay, that
Mhm.
sounds great. God is good, and it seems like you're being blessed and staying blessed. It's
Yeah.
been a long, long time. Like I mentioned to my audience and the guests, and I'm sure they all know. If they don't know, um, Angie B, Blondie, were the first. A lot of people get it misconstrued, and history is kind of twisted sometimes. But you
Yeah.
are officially the first female MCs and female group, you know what I mean, to get put on wax, Sugar Hill Records, as everybody knows, I guess the first
Mhm.
hip hop label as well. So if you want, explain to the people because you can explain better. But give us some history, please. I know you talked about it a million times, but just give us some history about your legendary group Sequence, please.
Okay, well, we're from Columbia, South Carolina. We grew up together, went to the same school, and were in, a lot of talent shows, pageants here in South Carolina. We participated in a lot of things in school that led to the singing as well, as putting the group together. Uh, as friends, we would always come together at my grandmother's house to practice. First, I was with other groups, and then Angie and I, it was just Angie and we were going to call ourselves Salt and Pepper, I think, at that time. I
Oh
think it was
wow,
Salt and Pepper. No, it wasn't. It was Thunder and Lightning.
thunder and
And
lightning.
so,
Okay,
yeah, we were going to be Thunder and Lightning. So we couldn't just trying to find another girl to join. My sister was going to be there, but then she didn't want to come to practice, so I had to let her go. And then Blondie, Angie was younger than me. Blondie was a year older than me. And I would hang out with Blondie in the, at nighttime or whatever. And then it would be
right.
Angie. So I would ask Gwen. I said, Gwen, would you come and just step in and see if we want to be in the group? And so she said yes. So we started rehearsing at my grandmother's house. Funk You Up was created when I was 17. I wrote the hook and the bridge to that when I was 17. When we met Miss Robinson was on Blondie's birthday, October the 20th at Township Auditorium. We're supposed to have backstage passes, but they weren't there. We saw a guy by the name of Harold Mouse who had a Sugar Hill Gang jacket on, and he got us
Right.
in. So he took us backstage, and as we're going back there, we could beat those guys rapping. We only wrote the rap earlier that day because rapping was like cheering to us, and we were cheerleaders. So Angie and I used to write cheers for the school, so writing the rap was easy for us. And so we got there. That was just in case they asked us to rap. So we
Right.
got there. He took us backstage. Sylvia Robinson was there, the owner of, and her husband, Joe Robinson. But Sylvia was there with the Sugar Hill Gang traveling along with them at the time. And he turned us on to a guy named, I think it was Nate. Yeah, it was
Okay.
Nate. And Nate said, send him a cassette. We said, no, we're not sending nobody no cassette. They got to hear us. So Miss Robinson said, I'll listen to y'all. Come in the room. So we went in the room with her, and we started singing other songs we did. And she wasn't quite interested in those. And on the way out, it said she didn't hear Funk You Up. So we said, will you listen to Funk You Up? She said, yeah, come back in and do it. And we started singing, gonna funk you right on up. We gonna funk you right on up.
Right.
said, get
Okay.
up, get 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 up, sit back down. She said, don't say nothing else. She said, don't say nothing else. I got you. She said, y'all said y'all rap, and we said, yes, ma'am, we do. And so she said, let me hear y'all rap. And she said, Blondie, you come in first. So Gwen came in. My name is Gwen, but they call me Blondie. Better known as the one and only. I'm 5'2", built so fine. 36, 26, 36 down. She said, stop. She said, you go, sure. I said, they call me sure. And I tell you what, I got such sexy bedroom. I stop popping out. You look surprised. I got you. And you're hypnotized. She said, stop. She said, Angie, you go. And so Angie B is what they say. I got chocolate hips in the Milky Way. And I feel like a millionaire in space, flying on a go-kart with a silver lace. So everybody calls me never, because I'm a freestyle freak with the funky song. She said, stop. And so she had someone else in the room to go get Doug Wimplish, Keith LeBlanc, and Skip McDonald, the guitar, the drum, and the bass player. So they came in, and she said, y'all start singing that again. Right on up, we're going to funk you. So they started playing, boom, 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 boom. That's Doug on the bass. And then he came, and then we had this white boy, Keith LeBlanc, that was funky on the drums, and he came in. And so we started jamming backstage. And she was dancing and smiling and happy. So after we finished, we did the raps, and we basically created the music and everything that's with that record backstage that night because it turned to a jam session. And so it was time for the guys to go on stage, and we like, can we go out there with them, you know? And she said, yeah, go. So we was out there jamming with them. And, our high school friends could see us doing our thing on stage. So, of course, that became the talk of the town. And when they came off and they were getting ready to leave, she said, I'm going to send for you girls. She told us, come, I'm going to send for you girls, and I'm going to make you girls stars. And we was like, yeah, right. Don't say that if you're not going to do it. You know, she said, no, I'm serious.
Right.
And she said, I will call you. She said, whose number do I call? We said, call Blondie's number. So she called Gwen that Thursday. She sent for us. Well, of course, we had to go through our parents because I turned 18. I was in college. Blondie was working, and Angie was still in high school. So we had to talk Angie moms into letting her go. We said, well, let's just see if they call first. So that Wednesday she called and said, your tickets are at the airport. You just go with your ID, get on the plane. I got somebody to meet you on the other end. So now we got to talk our parents into letting us go. And I had to talk to my grandmother to convince her to get my mom to let me go because I'm dropping out of college now. I got a 4-year college scholarship to go to Benedict College, but I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to go do this.
Right.
And so she talked to my mom, and my mom said yes. And Gwen was like, I was 21. She turned 21 that October the 20th. And she said, I'm grown. I'm going. And so we like, okay, two of us. Now we got to go and convince Angie mom, can she go? And so we went there, and, and at first her daddy was looking like, no, bad idea, no. We said, I promise we'll look out for each other. Something don't go right, we'll all come back home. We're not going to let nothing happen to each other. We're going to be safe, and this lady is sincere. If they sent the airline tickets, that means that we're good enough to go in her company and do what we do. And so they agreed, and they let us go. They all took us to the airport, saw us off, and we took bags because we really had no intention of coming back. And they were like, why y'all taking so many bags? When you come back,
I know that's right.
we're going to make that work for us,
That's right.
So
that's right.
We got to Jersey. Harold Miles, the same guy that came to the door to let us in the auditorium, picked us up at the airport, took us to the studio where Miss Robinson was. She told us to take our suitcases to the hotel that she had paid for us to come to. She gave us $100 apiece and told us to go get something to eat, and then Harold, you bring them back. Of course, we little country girls. We're not going to sit like to have dinner. We're going to McDonald's and get some 2 all-beef patties, bacon, sauce, lettuce, cheese, with the rainbow sesame bun. That was the McDonald's slogan, and that was the real McDonald's Big Mac at the
and we
time.
talking,
you know?
and we talking like what, like 79?
Yeah, this is 79.
Right.
The year
so,
79.
yeah, we got to take them back now. Right.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so y'all, the burgers they eat now is nothing compared to back then what we were eating, and so which was like what they call crack. It made you run back to McDonald's to get the Big Mac and the fries. So we got that. He took us back to the studio. We ate. We went in, rehearsed with the band, and then we cut the track. Then we cut. They was cutting. We was going along with them so that everything that they do, we ride along with them. And so after the band cut the track, then we went in and laid the vocals, and it was just like magic. It just became like, oh, my God, what are we doing? Because we're country girls. We never been in a studio. We never record with nobody. We don't know none of this, but we know this is something we want to do. And we having fun doing it, So she cut it. She left the board up. We went in that night around 8 o'clock. We came out. It was like 12 or 1 o'clock that afternoon. We didn't even realize daylight it came up. We went back, got some rest, came back, and then she was mixing and putting, cleaning the tracks, cleaning whatever needed to be cleaned so everything would be, clear. And after that, she called in Keith LeBlanc to do some more things. That everybody came in, and we did real hand claps at that time. The clap machines were not here in it, in that time period. We had to use real hand claps. We did that. She mixed it. She mastered it. They sent it back to her. She sent a copy to Frankie Crocker at WBLS, and then she sent the copy to Mr. Magic. He had his own show at that time. And they broke that record in New York. Soon we were doing an interview with this iconic man who we know nothing about, you know what I'm saying? But he's a big wheel in radio. And we sitting there like 3 little country girls and find out that him and Angie's birthday was on the same day, and we had some things in common. And he played our record. And that was history. She sent us back home because we got homesick. We were there about 2 or 3 weeks. We want to go home. So we get back home in time for my birthday, which is November 19th. That's the day I turn on the radio, and the record is being played in South Carolina where we live at.
Wow.
So now it's being played in South Carolina on Angie's birthday, December the 18th. She called and told us to meet the Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, she said, meet the Sugar Hill Gang in Charleston, South Carolina. So our family drove us to Charleston, South Carolina. We did a show there with the Sugar Hill Gang. We got on the bus with them, and the rest was travel. We were planting seeds everywhere. Everywhere the Sugar Hill Gang went, the sequence was there, and we got used to working with each other. And the difference between our group and Flash and the rest of them that came behind us is that we had gotten used to working with a band. We didn't use the DJs. In New York, they were doing the DJs and the MCs, but down south, because we started with the Sugar Hill Gang, we always had a band with us. So we're the first female rap group from Columbia, South Carolina, and from the South, period, with an original rap record. We sold 500,000 units in 3 weeks. And we traveled the road with the Sugar Hill Gang until the last day the company closed. We all traveled together. So we had a close-knit team. They were like brothers to us. They treated us with utmost respect. We all were competing with each other because it was like in a competition type thing. Who's going to come with the hit records. So we all stayed in the studio. We all kept busy. We all kept doing what we were doing. And Miss Robinson was setting up tours for us to go all over the world. At first, it was just me and Angie and Blondie on the bus. And then when she signed the Funky 4+1, Cheryl became the fourth female to go out there and plant the seeds all over the world. So we definitely did what we did, yeah.
Y'all
We didn't
did it.
just
I mean,
do hip-hop, we did
that was
R&B
incredible.
too, because as you can hear on I Just Want to Know, Angie Stone, which was Angie B at that time, she was doing a lot of the lead vocals for us. I was doing lead vocals, and then all three of us were rapping. She did Love Changes. I Just Want, what was the other song she did? Where Are You Tonight? She did a lot of ballad stuff and things on the album because we like mixing it up. We didn't just want to stay in one lane. We wanted to be able to do a little bit of everything, and that was a good thing being at that company. She allowed us to grow. She allowed us to be and do what we wanted to do,
And
Right,
Love Changes
right.
is one of my favorites.
Yes, one of mine too.
Love
Changes.
Yeah, that's
Love Changes, yeah. Yeah, me and Angie did that, Love Changes. We used to do it on the road. So we came back in and said, let's just cut it and put it on the album. And so we did that, did it over. I think Mother Finest was like the first to do it. I don't know who else came after that. But we liked it, and we would do that and Feel the Fire with P.O. Bryson, would do that on stage. But we never got to cut that one, and she did a great job on that song, too, when we were doing it live,
Right. Cheryl, if you could, you just spoke on a few things I was going to ask you, but you spoke on it. But can you break down the whole group, the other members as well? Blondie, Angie B, who you just said I was going to ask you about, is the legendary Angie Stone, for the people who don't know. Can you tell us about the other members of the group? Blondie as well. Blondie was dope. I used to love Blondie. Can you tell us about the other members?
Yeah, Blondie is a no-nonsense type person. She's strictly business. If it's business, she gets the job done. But she stands out there, and as she say, 36, 26, 36 down, she had everybody's attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Blondie was bad.
She could be kind of quiet and laid back, but she's an observer, and she works out there. Her and Angie work together. She books a lot of Angie shows, and every now and then she'll go on stage if she's out there with her. And even me, if I'm out there with her, we'll hit the stage with her and continue like that. But, I'm in my own lane, they in their own lane, and we still pull together and work together and call each other and ask questions and, move along like that. We're like sisters. You know?
Okay. It's a beautiful thing. I want to let Queen Jean, you have anything you want to ask Cheryl the Pearl? I don't want to.
What I wanted to ask you, if you knew, I don't know if you watched the episode Snowfall.
Yes, I did. I watched it.
They played a part of your song in one of their episodes.
Yeah, they did.
They played Funk You Up. They played Funk You Up. And I have a lot of DJs on my page, and they'll hit me up and say, Miss Pearl, I just played Teddy Roof Off. I just played Funk You Up. No, I played Monster Jam, and I played this one and that one. And it just keeps a smile on my face to know that they're still into our music like that,
Yeah.
Right.
And I love what you were going to call yourself, Thunder and Lightning. That is fire. I love it. Much better than salt. I mean, I love Salt and Pepper, but Thunder and Lightning was just like fire,
That was.
The three of you were fire too, and that was great. And
that's what we were going to do if we couldn't find another person. If it was going to be me and Angie, then it was going to be Thunder and Lightning. And then we heard Salt and Pepper, and she come, I told you we should have used Thunder and Lightning, but we had got the third person involved, so, we went with the sequence, So we went with the sequence. and they put the sequence, but we were original sequence like that.
Yeah, I always wondered that because why it had the because sequence just sounded just more, you know what I mean? It just rolled off easier.
Yeah. We said sequence, but then they put the sequence, so we still say sequence because on our shirts that we were taking pictures with before we met anybody, it said sequence, you know?
Okay, sequence is so sexy, you know. Sequences that you can put on you. It's a bling bling now, you know. It's sexy.
Yeah.
Also, Erykah Badu did a sample on of your music on "Love of My Life." That's pretty cool as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a remake. Erykah Badu. These are people that have used our music. Dr. Dre, Erykah Badu, De La Soul, In Vogue, Trina, Master P, Jennifer Lopez. It's been in Eddie Murphy, Dr. Doolittle. It's been a Friday in the first Friday movie with Ice Cube, and they have been keeping our music, you know, alive and going because they take it, they sample it, or they recut it, or they use something out of it, which is something that came from something we all created back then, you know.
Legendary.
And even Uptown Funk with those guys.
Yeah, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. Yeah. They thanked us on Twitter. Thank James Brown, the sequence, the this one and the that one, but they didn't give us credit for the work that they took. So that is still up in the air. That is still not a closed door yet. You know?
I heard about that. I heard there was some issues about that. With that situation.
We're still working on it. Yeah, we're not gonna give up. We're still working on it. And I say that because there'll be a lot of young listeners out there. And my advice to you is to make sure to get your paperwork checked before you sign anything, because being young and dumb caught us up in a trap where publishing rights were taken from us. And over the years, our music has been sold to different companies like Castle Records, Sanctuary, Universal, Warner Music. Everyone has made money off of our publishing part of the song, and they are fighting us, and they weren't in the room creating this stuff. So please protect yourself. Please watch out for yourself, and you won't have to be at my age still fighting to get your work back to you the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. And I'm coming with my company, Black Bottom Entertainment. November the 1st, I'll be releasing a new single called Your Way, My Way. And I have a lot of artists that are coming behind me, but these artists get to keep their publishing. I don't take that right away from them. But I have a major distribution deal with Shaki Abdul and Sony Distribution. So I feel good about that. So I look forward to working with young people and teaching them the tricks and the traps out there, because they out there. You know, they out there. Everybody will tell you a story when they look at you as they don't look at you as you. They look at you as a dollar sign and how much they can take from you. You know, so I want the next generation that I'm involved with, that comes up under my umbrella, is to be taught. This is the way you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you protect yourself, because our family didn't know anything about the music industry, so therefore we couldn't go to them to ask anything that was dealing with that. You know, but as we grew older and I started reading more, I read all the time, so you can never stop reading on this industry because it changes so much. But you got to read for yourself. You got to know for yourself. You got to make the right moves, and you got to have a lawyer that has your back 100%, because even they could be bought. Some of them could be bought too.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be careful and make sure you got the right lawyer on your team, you know? That's real talk.
Cheryl, I want to ask you, we kind of got into it now, but that was my next question. You know, just speaking on your story, when you guys went to New Jersey with Sugar Hill and cut the record and did all of that, that was my next question. Like, what was the process for that? Because as you spoke about it, you just went and recorded the record, they mixed it, mastered it, put it out, put it on the radio, broke the record, sold 500,000 within weeks. How was that process
Yeah.
for you all as far as the paperwork and things then? Because you went out there without your parents, obviously without a lawyer, manager, and just and they knew you guys, you were grown, but Angie was underage. How did that work?
Yeah, Angie was 17 when the papers were signed, and I was 18, and Gwen had turned 20. I'm not 21, but she had turned 20 that year, October the 20th.
Right.
And so Gwen and I guess they looked at it as legal. They probably figured, well, their family will never, ever step to it. As long as they're making money, they can send money home. And that's how it was. They promised that they would get Angie in the school, but once we hit the road, it was no turning back. It was no time there for school because we had done jumped in this league where you're hot as hot as your last record. So you got to continue to record and create. And I'm the first female to write a male rap, which I wrote for Master G and Eighth Wonder. Also, and Angie wrote on that, and Apache, we wrote on Apache, and we were the voices for the West Street Mob. Let's dance. No, you got the fever. Let's dance. Come on, get down. Yeah. All of that was us.
Classic.
So we worked together in the studio to help other people, and you will always hear the sequence on any of the Sugar Hill records, the party part of it. That's all of us, and my mouth was probably the loudest. Yeah. So they have to get that business, get your business in order. Talk to your family members or the ones that know anything about this, and get them to take it to a lawyer. Auntie, uncle, I know this. This is what I want to do. Mama don't understand, but this is what I want to do. This is what I want to focus on. I need to learn how to cover myself. I need to know what paperwork I need to sign so that I'm coming in. And Master P, if they look into the Master P story, he basically laid a lot of it out for the younger generation that came along with him, because he was selling out the trunk of his car. He owned his masters. He did all the things the right way, which made him a very successful man. So if you're going to, emulate yourself behind someone, follow the smart people. Follow the ones that took it to another stage, and made it work for them, you see.
Right.
So yeah, the information is out there. You just gotta put your head into it. But the business is just as important as the art.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I'm glad you spoke on that. One more question on this matter. As you said, also the record took off 500,000 within weeks. You're on the road. Like you said again, we don't know too much about the business, but how was that part when all of these records are getting sold now? Are they taking care of you all, getting paid, or you just didn't know about it?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable magic. It's like these kids one day, then all of a sudden you got thousands of people. Every concert we went to, back then we were doing auditoriums and coliseums where you got 30 to 60,000 people. We were doing baseball stadiums, which way you can have at least 60,000 people during the summertime. We were doing amusement parks where a lot of people can come out and enjoy themselves. So it was like magic. It was a magical time. It was a good time. We were having so much fun that our mind would not even have let us comprehend business, because we were getting paid more money than we were making. I think I was making $345 doing part-time in a hot dog stand. So went from $345 to $500 for 15 minutes, then $1,000, then $1,500, then $3,000. That was more money than my people down here was making at that time. So I was able, I always took half of whatever I was getting. I sent it home to my mother and my grandmother, who was, my grandfather, who was the heads of my family. His mama said, if you make more than us, you send something. So every time I made something, I sent something, because I knew the next night I was going to be getting the same thing. So you're getting $3,000 this night, tomorrow night you're getting $3,000. We were doing like four nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we was working.
Right.
You see, so we were getting the money for that time period, and that was a lot of money for that time period. You know.
Yeah, that was. You talking 79, 80, something like that? That was a lot of money.
Yeah. That was a lot of money for our time. Way more money than I could have made working for anybody in the South at that time. I think it was $4 and something an hour at the most. So, you know, and that's with no education. Educational people might be making a little bit more, but for someone that's just going to look for a job, it was not that type of money around. So the music industry and being with Thomas Robinson allowed us to see more and want more and do more. And Sugar Hill became my college. I became the youngest A&R person. I was 19 when I became the A&R person for Sugar Hill Records. I was booking studio time. I started learning different things about having a company, watching what they do in a company, being in the studio, doing background, doing a little bit of everything on everybody else's track, and being called in to rap or called in to write raps for other people that may be stuck for that moment and can't come up with something. So I learned there. That's my school. Ms. Robinson was my mentor. Joe Robinson was the name. Joe would call me into his office and say, "You're going to have your own company one day. Come in, let me teach you this." You know, he said, "The DJs broke your record." He said, "We can barely get it played on the radio, but because the DJs played your records in the clubs, at the barbecues, at the parties, at the skating ring, and wherever DJs play music at, they were playing the sequence music. So always remember that those DJs are very important, Cheryl." And I say, "Yes, sir." And he said, "They make radio play. It doesn't matter how big radio is, the DJs break records, and no one tells them what to play." And I said, "Yes, sir." So that has been my mindset as far as DJs are concerned, and I have a lot of them on my page. A lot of them talk to me on a daily basis, or they sending me something, or asking me how I feel. So, and it's amazing. Miss Robinson taught me how to bake the cake, and that's to be able to create hit records, because I watched her do it over and over, and then she let me go so that I could do it. When we did Tear the Roof Off, I produced and created Tear the Roof Off for the sequence, and I wrote the rap that Blondie did in Tear the Roof Off for her. Angie wrote her own rap in that, and me and Angie did the singing parts on that song. So she allowed me to get loose and start to be able to create other things, and that was amazing for me at the time, because learning was easy for me at that time because I wanted to learn. I wanted to know how it worked, what makes this work, what makes that work, why we got to mix that. It sounds good now. No, it's not. It's not ready. Got to be clean. So I learned from that generation and that time period. Yeah.
Right. Cheryl, let me ask you this as well. When you guys came out, obviously on the Sugar Hill Records, you were one of the first. We had more. Even I didn't know Flash and them came behind you. But tell us about being from South Carolina. You go up to the big city up in Jersey, New York, make it big on the Sugar Hill. How was the reception coming back home? Like, to South Carolina, because even to this day, there's not a lot of artists came out of South Carolina. You know what I mean? So how was that?
In South Carolina, everybody was good. Everybody was happy for us. They were jumping up and down. We went back to our school to one of the basketball games that they were having at our school at the time, and we were walking in, and another school was telling our class that they was going, our school, they're going to funk them up. Then we walk in, and they turn around, and the whole, everybody in the bleachers and the stands stand up, and they just started singing the songs back to them because they saw us coming in. It was just an amazing time. It was an amazing time for us, and even in New York, if you interview Flash or you interview any of the Furious Five, the Funky Four, the Treasure Street, Crash Crew, Mean Machine, Busy Bee, Kevy Kev, Spoonie G, any of those guys will tell you when they first heard the Sequence song, they was trying to it blew them away because we came out of left field. They had no idea that, it was going to be the Sugar Hill Gang, and then they was coming back with the Sequence. And then I think doing that just before Christmas, Curtis Blow came out with his song. So it was the Sugar Hill Gang Sequence, Curtis Blow. Then I think Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, they did Freedom. And the Sugar Hill Gang came back with Eighth Wonder. We were just coming back and forth. All that was rolling round and round and round, and everybody was hitting at that time.
Wow.
We never got to travel much with Curtis, but Curtis became a good friend of ours,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I heard that Curtis, that you were good friends with Curtis. I heard that you and Curtis were good friends. Is that true?
Were we friends?
Yes.
Well, I knew of him from going to Disco Fever. Over the years, we have became friends with each other, but we weren't dating or anything back then. Nah.
Oh, okay. That was a little rumor, so I just wanted to clear that up. That was a small rumor. Okay. I just wanted to clear that up.
That's a bad rumor. No, that's a bad rumor. No, he was really actually crazy about Blondie during that time. He was trying to get me to connect with Blondie. Yeah, he was trying to get me connected with Blondie. But they all liked me and they all respected me because they saw me doing just a little bit more. They saw me actually down there helping to run that company and to keep everything going,
Right.
When I heard Flash and all of them, Miss Robinson called me and said, "Cheryl, come here. I need you to hear something." So she sent Earl Johnson, who brought a cassette over with the Furious Five, the Funky Four, the Crash Crew, the Treacherous Street, and all of those acts on it. And we sat in her kitchen and we listened to them. And she said, "What do you think?" I said, "If I was you, I'd sign all of them." So she signed all of them. She said, "Earl, go get them and bring them." And they all came and they signed and they became a part of Sugar Hill. Because first she only wanted the Sugar Hill Gang in the Sequence. She didn't want to let anybody else in her company.
Wow.
Yeah,
let me ask you. I mean, you just spoke about all of these legendary groups. I know it went over a lot of people's heads, but you spoke on Treacherous Street, Flash. All of these people, and they came after you. Again, I want to ask you, how was that, you being able to witness all these people come in and become legendary acts within themselves?
Well,
you know what I mean?
When I say they came after us, that was at Sugar Hill Records. But all of those groups were doing things in the Bronx. They were Kool Herc, DJ Hollywood. All of them were out there. They would do things in Katona Park. They would go and book their own shows. They were New York.
Right.
And they were, even before Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill just came with the record label that everybody wanted to be under. I think they were all with Enjoy Records. And Sylvia and the guy, I think his name is Bobby Robinson, that owned Enjoy Records. Bobby and Sylvia and Joe and them sat down, and he turned the axe over to Sylvia at that time.
Okay.
But they were already in the streets doing their thing. We never heard their stuff. We didn't know anything about them until I think we got in a limousine, OJ. That's what they called them back then, the OJ, and we were riding around, and the lady that was driving us put the tape in, cassette in, and that's when we heard. It was like, who are they, So I had already heard their music and liked their music, but when Earl brought it to Sugar Hill, I was like, that's that stuff they was playing. And I said, that's hot. And Miss Robinson would listen to me. She said, you like it? Sure. I said, oh, yeah, they're hot. I said, I sign all of them. If you're going to sign them all, because that way, that's the whole New York City right now. All of those groups were New York. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bambala and all of them, all the stuff that they were all doing in parks were creating the hip hop thing. You know what I'm saying? They were doing their thing, but over at Sugar Hill became like major league for us. And we had got past this, and now we're here. So we got out the block before anybody else could get out the block. She put us out there. And so that's why we're known as the first female rap group in the history of hip-hop to sell 500,000 copies in 3 weeks. And we didn't have social media like the kids have now. You know, we didn't have nothing but Soul Train. And I don't even think we got a chance to get the Soul Train. You know, I think the Sugar Hill Gang did, but we didn't because we were just traveling. Yeah.
Right. Hey, Cheryl, let me ask you this. When you brought all these, I don't know, did Rappers Delight come out later after you all? And if it did, how did you feel, you know, when that record came out, went big, one of the biggest first rap songs, you know, but then you later had the cats out of the Bronx and all of these cats who really kind of didn't respect you. Talk about that if you can. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Rappers Delight came out before us. That's why we was writing raps too, in case, you know, somebody came in and they said, can you girls rap so we could have our raps ready. We was listening to Rappers Delight. That record went so hot. It was so hot. It was just amazing to see them perform, to see them get on the stage and do what they did. They would come watch us. We would come, you know, be out there watching them. And they just, it was an unbelievable time. Anybody that ever went to any Sugar Hill concert would remember it for the rest of their life because they left out of there feeling good. Ain't nobody got hurt. Everybody had a good time, and they went home.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
But in the beginning, it was just the Sugar Hill Gang and the Sequence traveling together. And after maybe 6 months to a year, then when the other groups came into place, and she had, I think she put Freedom out there and Eighth Wonder, and we came back with Ted Roofoff, and then Treacherous Street came with what they were doing, the Crash Crew. She had enough hits out there to put the Sugar Hill tour together, and that's when we all started traveling together.
Okay.
Then 40 guys and 4 girls.
Right.
You
know?
know?
I'm sure you had a lot of stories. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They respected us.
That's right. What I want to do now, I want to take a quick break, play some music, some legendary Sequence music, and come back and talk about you know, when you guys went on the road and some of the stories and the places that you went to and that you really, you know, I'm sure that was an incredible time right there. So I want to get into that when we come back. I'm going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Shout out to our sponsors, 93.2 FM-ism, BTP Media Group, and the Westside Car Club. This is Flashback Fridays with the legendary Cheryl the Pearl from Sequence. I am G-Lew, and that is Miss Queen Jean, and we will be right back after we funk you up. Flashback Fridays.
go kite with the silver lace. Everybody calls me never wrong, cause I'm a big style freak with the funky song. Do you hear me talking? Do you hear me singing on the microphone? I want you to sing along. You go do it, you go do it, you go do it, do it, do it. I got two great partners standing by me that's guaranteed to jam you to the beat. One is Blondie, and she's right on time. She calls herself Miss Superfly. I said Cheryl the Pearl is the one with the eye. She's guaranteed to hypnotize. Said Angie B, hey, that's me. I can rock so dangerously. You go do it, you go do it, you go do it, do it, do it. At 5:45, you got in a fix and you called on Angie B. And you look surprised as I arrive to see me dressed to a T. You go do it, you go do it, you go do it, do it, do it.
Sequence. Shout out to Blondie, Miss Angie Stone, a.k.a. Angie B. It's Flashback Fridays, the show where they doing it at, and it ain't nothing but a party. Sugar Hill party, man. Let me do this for the party people Friday night. Pour you a drink, have some fun. We got Cheryl the Pearl up in here. It's Flashback Friday.
Well, a dang jiggy, won't you get jiggy with the mad scientist, Mr. Doolittle? If this here's the party with the VIP, to the left, right, or any side of me. Just do it till you're satisfied. Ain't no difference. G-Style party crowd is all uplifting. Fingers popping, people locking. You know Sugar Hill ain't stopping. For children, keep screaming and dreaming. How you think we got the spotlight beaming? On stage while I rock rhymes all around the nation. Prime time, but you got to find solutions to work around the Constitution and get up off that thing and keep moving. Get caught up in the 9 to 5. But for now, party over here, gotta slide. Everybody on the dance floor, on the party. Just a early run and break up dawn. Like a hot big bag of popcorn. Push, it ain't nothing but a party busting out your foot. So throw your hands in the air, and wave around like you care. Now ever since you was 1, 2, I always spoke the truth. At 12, rockin' parties out the DJ booth. From the bottom of the floor, walked off the roof. I was the one who had the doors rockin' out with the roof. Just like a dog, yes, y'all, we got a cat in the middle. Freaking around and around, shaking that tail a little. Now everybody say ho, touch the guy in the flow. You pay to get in, now let me start up the show. Okay, introducing a song never losing. Low budget to high budget, just when I'm cruising. Ain't nobody dumping, so let's keep it bumping or something before one time puts in. Everybody on the dance floor, on the party. To the early morning, break up dawn. Like a hot big bag of butter popcorn. I left with the slide down back to the deck. Ever since the youth, I was graduate again. Hey yo, I jumped the boogie to the boogie bang bang. I paused for a second, now we're back in the game. On a 360 spin like I'm up on the axis. Fresh meal, still bouncing about dancing. They call us Sugar Hill cause we famous. So hey, Mr. DJ, won't you play this? Funk my life long it the same. We bumper from the ceiling to the pavement. Counterclockwise, straight hypnotized. Under the sun when it falls till it rises. Focus with no hocus pocus. CSC like a gypsy when I smoke this, roast this. Only for the hyperactive. Blast, like I can't forget the Latin. Everybody on the dance floor, on the party. To the early morning, break up dawn. Like a hot big bag of butter. Yeah, yes, y'all. I should have knew y'all. If you don't
to Jane out there in Lakewood, Washington. You know our prayers, excuse me, are always with you. Much love to you, Jane. Shout out to Miss Dee Dee Harrison, a.k.a. Pamela, in Los Angeles, California. Shout out to the Reverend Ali in San Diego, and shout out to my bro CeeLo tuning in, man. It's a lovely affair tonight. We have the legendary, when I say legend, I don't mean that lightly, Cheryl the Pearl from the legendary group Sequence live in the building tonight. We are back. We're just having some fun. Are you still with us?
I'm still here.
I hope you're enjoying yourself tonight on this Friday night.
Yes, I am.
As much as I am, I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. I thank you again for joining us tonight. We have the lovely Miss Queen Jean with us as well. What's up, Queen?
Getting some knowledge about the Queen, Cheryl, Pearl, getting some knowledge about everything. I was looking at one of your YouTube videos. You were doing an interview, and Salt and Pepper was walking in just as the guy was asking you a question about them giving you a shout-out. Was that after a show?
That was at the VH1 Awards, I think, a couple of years ago, where they were bringing the females out in Queen Latifah, Salt and Pepper, a lot of the young ladies that have hit the mic after us. They had this big thing in New York, and they invited us to come. And of course, I thought they were going to allow us to perform, but that didn't happen. They separated us from them, and we stayed. We watched the show, but Angie wanted to leave because she said she felt like it wasn't being done correctly. So we talked her into let's just sit and watch and see where they go with this. They had our pictures up in the back on this big poster, which Wendy Williams used on her show because they were getting feedback from it. We watched the show. People broke out, started fighting where they put us at. They separated us from Queen Latifah and MC Light and the Salt and Pepper, and I think Lil' Kim was there, and Sha Rock was there. She was backstage with them, but we never went back there. We was said that they brought us in there, they seated us. We sit there, we watch the show, and after watching the show for a little while, we decided to leave. So as we were getting up to leave, they were coming to get us to bring us backstage for the finale, and we was like, we're not doing that. We've been totally disrespected, and we walked out and went back to the hotel room. Salt and Pepper did say, when she spoke, Salt said she had to give props to the females that came before them because they were saying that they were the first ladies of hip-hop, and that's not true. Everybody knows that. They came after us. Everybody came after us. And so we walked away from that, and the guy was doing an interview with me, and he was asking, he heard me talking to Herc, Cool Herc, and telling Herc what had happened, and so he asked me could he interview me, and so I did the interview with him, and basically was telling him, you can't go past us, and we're not going to let anybody disrespect our position in hip-hop. So we walked out. That's what we did. Yeah.
Okay. You were looking fabulous, too, on that video. I just want to let you know that. Looking fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheryl, I want to ask you. Go ahead.
I was saying it's not often that they catch all three of us together. So when they do catch us together, you know what I'm saying, that's a remarkable moment for history all over again. We don't disrespect anybody. We don't put anybody down. We uplift because everybody came after us. It's like our kids, you know what I'm saying? We're older than them. We're wiser than them. They keep it going, and somebody else, other young kids are going to see it and want to do it and be like them. If you ask any of them, I think MC Light said that her mother only bought 2 records, and she don't even remember what the other record was, but she knew she could rap because she heard Blondie rap. So sometimes, when they're doing interviews with anybody that came after us, you can ask them how they feel about our group, and they'll tell you,
Right.
they'll tell you.
Right.
From Queen Latifah
Right.
on down, all of them tell you.
Yes. Who you all came before them, and they had big careers as well. A lot of ladies did, but fast forward today, we don't see a lot of ladies. But that's a later question. What I want to ask you next was a question, somewhat of a two-part question. First, I wanted to ask you, since we're speaking on the disrespect and things of that nature, how do you feel overall? You and the group feel overall about your career and how you've been respected? Do you feel you get the proper respect you deserve? If not only from the industry, from other female MCs that came after you, do you feel you get the respect you deserve? And the second part was, I'll come back to that because I forgot about it. But do you feel that your group has got the proper respect you deserve?
No, I don't. I feel like they're trying to sweep us up under the rug. They're trying to start hip hop where they want to start hip hop, and it don't work like that. That's just like me saying Aretha Franklin never existed, Gladys Knight never existed, Diana Ross and Sylvia Robinson never existed, Mary Jackson, Billie Holiday never existed. It doesn't work like that. Those women came before us. They paved the way for us to be able to walk into something, and so when I speak out on women that I'm influenced by, all of these women, Candy Staten, Nancy Wilson, oh my God, the names can go, Chaka Khan. All of these women I got a little bit of all of them into me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I grew up watching. So the new generation of hip hoppers out there, they don't do the research. They not really looking for the answers. They think it's just been made and they done stepped into it, so now it's about them. But you have to respect the ones that came before you. And you're not going to get past the front line of hip hop no matter how you try, no matter what. So to disrespect it, to me, that bothers me. And I'm pretty sure it bothers everybody else as well,
Right. I want to ask you next. What do you? Right. Right.
Yeah. A lot of people got jobs because of hip hop. A lot of people use hip hop as their store, their culture, their stores, their this and their that, and they make money off of hip hop. So you cannot disrespect the front line that made this possible for you, a door open for you to be able to come in and get way more than we could get back then in our time. You know what I'm saying? They pay them well, but I don't like how the females are being portrayed, because we were ladies. We were young ladies. We were respected as young ladies. Now they're doing a little bit of anything and everything just to be noticed and be seen, and that's truly not what hip-hop is all about,
Right.
To be honest,
I think hip hop. The word hip hop has been really over exaggerated to this point, as far as the culture and where hip hop is today. I think it almost needs to have separate categories, just rap and hip hop, because hip hop has been taken out of context at this point. Nobody, like you said, knows the history or cares to know the history. If you try to tell them something about the history of an older spokesman or rapper, or somebody has an opinion and says something, they're automatically labeled as a hater, and the youngsters diss them and talk bad about them when they're just trying to offer some, insight. So I think it's a real big disconnect today with hip-hop or the rap scene opposed to what hip-hop is and what it was built on and what it was and stood for. I think it's taken way to the left now.
Way out left, you know what I'm saying? And back then, hip-hop was black-owned. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other companies got involved. They don't have the same respect for this music that we do. They don't have the proper respect for the music, so they are allowed to put us out there as bitches and whores and the lowest things on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And say, oh no, if you ain't gonna do this, then you can't be this. And there's a lot of females out there that I'm connected with, and there's a lot of them want to come to my label because I allow them to be free to be themselves. But they got a lot to talk about, and they not just talk about, they kiss and they butt. They talk to some real stuff. They conscious women. So we're opening the doors up for that to come through, so that we can, get some better messages out there. Either they popping pills, they drinking, they doing everything up under Satan's cloth. That's how I put it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they not looking at, 10 or 15, 20 years down the line, when their kids grow up and say, oh, you did it, so we can do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to be even worse if it keeps going in the direction that it's going into. Yes. You see, so I want to, with my company, create some young females and get some young females that actually speaking their mind and is putting it into the music, and they ain't got to downgrade or size anybody. I just want them to be them and do their art, because it's an art. It's an art, and we need more messages out there. We need people that'll stand up and say, no, that's wrong. The way they doing this is wrong. They making us as females look bad. Sequence didn't do that. Shyrock didn't do that. MC Light and Queen Latifah didn't do that. Salt and Pepper, they didn't make us look bad. So that's why the DJs continue to play our records to this day, because it was a different time, different flavor, different females doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and as time went on, and they went into, you got to be this, you got to be sexy. Well, guess what? I was sexy. Donnie was sexy. Angie was sexy. We ain't had to sell our soul to sell music. So you don't have to sell your soul to sell music. And anybody asking you to do it any other way is not on your team. They're using you because you got something they want right then and there. And after they get it, it's over. If it lasts,
Yeah. Hey, Cheryl, I want to ask you too. Speaking about the history and the legacy of your group, what can we do to think? What do you think we can do more to get the history out? Because there's been numerous documentaries as well on hip hop and a lot of that stuff, and none of those documentaries mention not only sequence, but a lot of the ladies of hip hop. We've seen a lot of documentaries, and they speak a lot about the history of hip hop. We get Kool Herc, Bambaataa, Treacherous 3, all of these acts, but they don't mention sequence. They even mention maybe Sugar Hill. But so what can we do first? What can we do about that, you think, in the future? And then also, even with you, do you plan on maybe later releasing a book or a documentary about your group? With your new label?
Yes. Well, Andy, so people have approached Andy about doing a movie, and so we're waiting for the final say on that. If not, like I said, I'll put this new music out there, create my company in the way that I want to, and then I'll take my money and do a movie with it. Or we'll put money together and do our own movie. What we won't do is allow anyone to control us and, get us to do something they want us to do their way. It has to be the truth. It has to be exactly what we say and what we did, So eventually I talked to a friend of mine, Sean, and he wants to connect me with Netflix to talk about doing something on the sequence. So we'll see. It's in the future,
Okay. Hopefully we'll get that. Hopefully that story needs to be told because, like I said again, the sequence story hasn't been told.
Yeah, doing stories like this with you guys, G, doing interviews and talking about it, it opens up ears to a lot of people that's actually listening. And there's a lot of people out there that truly do not like what they're doing to the sequence. But the sequence stands solid on everything. We're not moving. We're like a tree. We're not going to be moved. So eventually got to deal with us one way or another. unless we die off, you know. But other than that, as long as we're alive, we're going to protect our name and our legacy in this hip-hop game, whether they write about it or not. You know, as I say, you cannot get past Sugar Hill Records. The Sugar Hill Gang was the first group to sign there, and we were the second group to sign at Sugar Hill Records, so you're not going to get past that.
That's the front line right there. That's the front line.
That's the front line. Yeah. We did Jam with the Sugar Hill Gang. Jam on. She was teaming us up to do things like that with them so that she could keep everything going. You know, but you're not going to get past these two groups at Sugar Hill. Everything else came after the fact. These two were her solid groups and were the money makers bringing the money
in. That part right there. The legendary Cheryl the Pearl, Flashback Fridays. Miss Queen Jean is with us. We're sponsored by 93.2 FM ISM, BTP Media Group, and the Westside Car Club. Let me do this right here, and I'm going to come right back. I'm going to go pour me a drink, and I'm going to come right back and kick it more with the legendary Cheryl the Pearl. We're going to talk about our new label and the things we have coming up in the future. So we'll be right back after this. What you know about this?
For the trouble, choose for the time. Come on, girls, let's rock that.
Wham, bam, the monster jammer. Get up, everybody, and do the freak to the beat. Wham, bam, the monster jammer. Get up, everybody, and do the freak to the beat. You're the S to the P-double-O-N-Y. You're the one MC I'll never deny. You better watch out, and I tell you why. Cause I'm Angie B. I might give you a try. Now you're looking in my eyes and you're in a trance. And all you can think of is my sweet romance. Hey, Spoon and G, I'm Angie B. And I'd like to know what you got for me.
Well, I'm a cherry P. Sometimes I'm a plum. Sweetie sugar baby, come on and get some of what you've been waiting for, my dear. That month by month, year by year, and that day by day, that week by week. And now you got 10, girl, I'm at my peak, and my rap is strong, and my love is long, and I'm just ringing the bell before it goes down.
With my brown eyes and my cherry lips, you can't refuse my walnut hips. Everyone see me walk down the street, they know I'm the one with the box to beat, and I can turn you on and I can turn you off, cause I got control, cause I am the boss. I'm like your microphone on the microphone. If you can't go with it, then you got to go home.
What's off by the girl that I did sing? From the way you look and that nice hair, dude, that must have been what attracted me to you. When I asked for love and you put me in line, I said, it's too soon, you're not that kind. Well, I can understand, Cheryl, that you want to last, but after all, you know, a long time has passed. When the time comes around, you say you're not ready. When all you gotta do is close your eyes and rock steady. Time for love, no time for hip-hop. Ain't cause once I'm gone, girl, ain't no stopping. So think it over, Cheryl, tell me what you gonna do, cause I've got love and all just for you.
You see, mama dog is what they say. I'm gonna rock Spoonie D in a vicious way. Well, I go by the name of the Wonder Girl. I'm gonna rock Spoonie D all over the world. I'm a beautiful lady, in and out. I was raised in the city of the beautiful South. You see, I like a man with plenty of charm, and if he got some money, can't do no harm. Professional, not a pro. Now I'm gonna rock this mic with my vicious side. You see, I'm just what the doctor ordered. Come on and let me check out all your boys. I said some words you never heard, and now hum in your ear like a mockingbird. I'm just like the penicillin pill. I'll make you well as if you're ill, but if you're ill, can you understand? I'm like the pill they call Tristan. got to do it all. Ring a ding ding, telephone call. Spoonie, you can call me any time of the day, 'cause I always have something to say. Like Spoonie, what's happening?
You, Angie, baby, I gave you the ring.
See, I got you in my arms and I'm squeezing you tight. The warmth of my body's like dynamite. I'm a sonic listener, a mind twister. I'm Angie B, your soul sister. I'm right on time and I'm never late. So come on, blondie, and participate. I'll walk through hell without a sweat, and I swim the Atlantic Ocean without getting wet. I walk through cold without a chill, and I drop a can of beer without a spill. You see, I rap a party from a sun to sun. When I rap a party, it is never done. But I rap a party from a week to week, and I rap a party so very neat. You see, I never mess up. I'm not lazy. All the fellas in the house are just to go crazy. I sing them highs, I sing them lows. I bring all the freaks to the toes. Like peaches and herb and peaches. I'm sure the pearl, the grand master teach. I'm gonna tell you a little story about Gloria Hall's secret like an apple disco. Way to fire to the hoochie coochie. Go knock, knock, come on in. The party of the night has just began. The freaks are here, no one is dead. Can I hear somebody say go ahead? Go ahead.
We can talk about the matter in the OJ, or talk about the matter over a cup of tea. But whatever you do, conversate with me. You know I know a lot of dudes try to rap to you, but after all, girl, say what can you do? And say, hey, good looking, what you got kicking, but that's the old rap. So the dudes decide, well, I can say it to your face. Don't have to write a letter to prove it to you, baby. I can satisfy you better. I'll give you some of this, but at your own risk, 'cause I'm one man that you can't resist. And then I'm so shrewd to get you in the mood. Before you'll know it, you'll be in the nude. And in the house, and you'll be waiting for me. The man they call the cold punching lover, MC Spoonie G.
Freak, it's so unique for us to rock Spoonie G. Out of his seat, I said a freak, it's so unique for us to rock Spoonie G. Out of his seat, I said a rock, a rickety rock, a Rick rock that stereo. I said a rock, rickety rock, a Rick rock that stereo. Freeze! Vanderbilt gangsta G. I'm the one they fit so mean. I like the Charlie's Angels on the go. Now I'm the angel that shoots you know. I like Dolly Parton sticking out in the front. I like Blondie making the fellas grunt. I said I get more sex than I get Jay's night. Hey, cold crushing lover, I'm twice as nice. If a change of pace is what you want, get ready. This is a serious joint because my raps are always right on time. Gonna give you the chance to feel real fine. Now if you're in the groove of the beat, come on, boom the G and rap to me.
Say I will not stop.
I will not stop.
I must keep on rocking.
I must keep on rocking.
Say I will not stop.
I will not stop.
I must keep on rapping.
I must keep on rapping.
He's a cold crushing lover.
He's a cold crushing lover.
And you know there is no other.
There is no other.
He's MC Spoonie G.
He's MC Spoonie G.
And ain't a man quite like he.
Ain't a man quite like he.
Let's say one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, girls, let's rock that. You say one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, girls, let's rock that.
Flashback Fridays, the G-Lew show. Let me do this one for CeeLo off the request line, man. Flashback Friday, the G-Lew Show. That's off the request line going out to my bro, C-Lo. We are back with a legendary guest, Miss Cheryl the Pearl from Sequence, and Miss Queen Jean. Ladies, are you still with me?
I'm right here, riding with you.
Okay. We just wanted to get a little sexy for a minute. It's Friday night, so we want to keep the party going. But we want to get back to you, Cheryl. Tell us about this incredible label you have forming. You told us a little bit about it, but tell us what we have coming up with that in the future and the artists and whatever you want to share with us about your new label.
Okay. The name of the label is Black Bottom Entertainment. They'll be able to reach me at blackbottoment.com. It's under construction right now, but as soon as it's available, I'll let everyone know. I'll be the first artist coming through, and this time I'm doing some R&B stuff as well as hip-hop stuff on this new album I'm working on. I have a producer here out of South Carolina. His name is, I call him L.A., but his name is Lamont Kennedy. He's a very good producer here, a friend of mine for years, and came back and said, let's, go in and do some stuff. And he said, okay, let's go in. So he was pulling up this track, and I liked the track that he pulled up, and I wrote around it. And the song Your Way, My Way will be released November the 1st. To the world, and then the album will come shortly after that. I have some young people that have sent me some incredible music that will also be coming through this label. I haven't quite, put it out there for artists, all over the world, hit me up, come to Black Bottom ENT@yahoo.com. Leave your music there. I'll listen to it. If you got something, we'll hit you back. But I think I got one of the best deals coming. I don't touch their publishing. They submit their music. If it's hot enough, I get back in touch with them, and we go from there. But their music will be released out all over the world, so therefore they have a better chance than I had back then. Even I have a better chance with my label than I probably had back then, because there's more outlets and more countries we can hit with the music. So I'm looking forward to this new journey of mine. I also have my brother Powwow from Soul Sonic Voice, produces some stuff here. LV out of Brooklyn, he's a great producer. David Bright from the group Vertical Hold, used to be with Edge Stone. He's producing some of the stuff on my track. And I have to say, rest in peace, Jazzmo. He was a big DJ, Jazzmo, out of Brooklyn. And, of course, I met him in Harlem when he lived in Harlem, but he passed in December, and that really broke me. It did something to me, because this is such a humble man. And any time I ever wanted to do music, he always opened the studio up and said, come on, Cheryl, come on. And I did some incredible work with him. So, and then other producers are going to come along as the company grows, They see that, this is going to be a good place to be, then other people will start coming into place. It's grown-up hip-hop and R&B, and then we got the younger version of the grown-up. So you might hear me team up with Mel and Mel. In fact, I got a nice one on me and Mel. You might hear me team up with Spoonie G. You might hear me team up with Kumo D. It's just bringing life back to the front line through my doors.
Right.
You have no welcome. Anybody that comes from, a certain time period will be able to come into this label with grown-up hip-hop and R&B. And like I said, the doors are open also for the younger generations, because maybe they can all collab and do some things together, or they can learn from the elders that's in the company. So that's what this company is about. Some people were saying, Black Bottom, they're thinking, black your butt, but it's not that. Black Bottom is a place that I grew up here in Columbia, South Carolina, where basically all black people lived at the bottom of the hill. They all looked out for each other. I could go to any of those houses to eat, and I could also get, if I get caught wrong, I could be chastised by any of those women or anybody that caught, me or my sisters off guard. So the family and the community work together. So this is this company that I'm trying to produce is for the artists to be able to come in and also be educated, not to run and just throw their money away, but to invest their money into things that's going to continue to bring money back to them. For those that are listening and hear what I'm saying, that their lives will be so much better. We want to put all our eggs in one basket, but when you get eggs out of that basket and it's overflowing, you got to go back to your community, open up some stores, hire some more people. A lot of black people out there out of work, so we got to go back and we got to open stores and we got to start supporting each other in that way, and hopefully through this. I also got Tony Brown, who is a movie director that will be putting some of our songs will be in their sound score, so it's open for all kinds of things. Once the doors open, a lot of different things are going to flow my way. And me, networking and going back out into the field, I'm going to run across a lot of people that have positioned themselves, and they go like, sure, we got this for you, we got that for you. And, I can pick and choose really what I want to do for the company and, with all of this backup out there. Once they see me again, they going to love me. And when they love me, they going to, we're going to break bread together. So I'm not a greedy woman. Right. But I'm in it to win it this time, and to make better decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Before I continue, I want to open up the phone lines. If anybody out there wants to speak to Cheryl the Pearl, you can press 1, and we'll bring you into the show. If not, I want to go to Queen Gina. After her, if she has any more questions for Cheryl the Pearl.
No more questions. I just want to say to you, Queen Cheryl Pearl, blessings to your prosperity. Keep shining.
Thank you.
Keep reaching and teaching, and I'm looking forward to following your success on your journey. I'm living in North Carolina. I've only been here for 4 years now, so I'm still adjusting to this Southern style of living because I'm from California originally. So listening to you gives me a lot of hope to go ahead and stay here and make it happen.
Yeah, you can. You can do it. I'm telling you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I think I can go anywhere on this earth and do what I do because it's in our soul. What you want to be, you just put yourself into it and you keep going. You don't let nobody tell you, because I done had a lot of people say, you too old to do this, you too this to do that, you too this. That's their opinion of you. Like Jay-Z said, his uncle told him he couldn't do certain things, and look at Jay-Z right now. So what I don't do is let people put negative seeds in my head anymore. I stay focused, and a lot of times I stay by myself to keep from getting negative feedback from anybody. I stay in my lane. I handle my business.
That's the best way to
lose or draw, I'm going to give it my best and all that I got, and I'm hoping and praying that, like I say, God open the doors so these other young people can come through, and that's my mission. That's my whole thing. When I'm not having fun doing what I love anymore, I'll back out of it. I'll come out of it.
Hey, that's the best lane to stay in is your own lane. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I see
you know what I mean? That's the best lane to stay in.
I don't go over there messing with
not, you get caught up in traffic.
People.
Like Sweet said, you might get hit by ongoing traffic. So stay in your own lane.
Stay in your lane.
Hey, also, Cheryl, I want to ask you. Yeah, he will. That's what he will.
The right people to help you elevate. Believe me, I'm watching it day by day. I watch new things come to me on a daily basis. God told me I don't have to go nowhere. I'm going to send them to you. And every day I pick up my phone, there's something new coming my way. So, if you stay humble, you stay faithful, you give your dreams to God and watch what he does to you. Watch it. I'm watching it. I'm like, yo, you a bad man, because I wasn't expecting some of the things that are coming my way.
Right.
You know, I
Hey,
didn't see that far ahead. I can't see tomorrow, but I know tomorrow and every day. If it's not tomorrow, then the next day somebody calling me saying, I want you to do this. I need you to do this, you know. So, you know,
right.
just stay in your lane and handle your business.
Right. Hey, one more thing, sure. I want to ask you what I didn't mean to cut you off, Gene. I just want to ask one more question, and I'm leave it to you all. I noticed that every time I hear an interview or I hear like for the past years you're back in your community in South Carolina. What made you? I'm sure at an early age, 18, you went to New York and traveled the world and everything. What made you want to come back to South Carolina and do what you do and make a difference there, opposed to staying in New York or wherever you were? You know, where I'm sure it was more opportunities or business ventures and things of that nature.
Yeah, well, I came back home because my mom's is here. She's still alive, thank God. My sister, my nieces and nephews are here, even though one just moved to Pennsylvania with her husband. And I have a lot of family here, born and raised here. So I want to be able to give the opportunity back to a lot of the youth and the entertainers here in South Carolina. I want my doors to be open for them to not have to go too far. They don't have to go to Atlanta. They don't have to go to New York to look for what I got right here set for them, you know?
Right. Wonderful answer. I just wanted to know that.
I was really waiting. Yeah, I was really waiting for the right distribution deal because I didn't want them to have to go through the things that I went through, and I didn't want nobody touching my publishing. So they said, we're not going to touch your publishing, sure, and we're not going to touch your artist publishing because I'm telling my artists that, you can keep your publishing. I don't want it. I'm a songwriter. I write rap. I do everything. So I'm going to make money off of my own music. So I don't need to make money off of their music. We do half and half on record sales, and that's it. Right. I promote and market and push them because I want them to win. You see what I'm saying? So in South Carolina, there's a lot of talent here in South Carolina that gets overlooked, you know, and it's not just here in the Carolinas. It's in places where people scared to go at. See, I'm from the hood, so I'm not afraid to go in nobody's hood and find what I'm looking for. If it's there, I'm going there, and I'm saying, hey, how you doing? They're having a cookout, sure, coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to live. I'm not afraid to go out there and see what it is that I want. If it don't come to me, I'll go to it. And that's the difference between me and some of these other companies. They're not going, they sending somebody, and then they might go and get tripped up or psyched out or whatever, and still may not bring back the best because you got to know it when you see it. And some of them don't know it, you know.
That's right.
No, but I know it when I see it, you know. And I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. If I think you're going to be hot, I'm like Miss Robinson. I'm going to make you a star. You see, I'm gonna make you a star. You're already what you are. I'm gonna show you how to take it to another level. And not only am I gonna teach you, but anytime you're ready to step away from my level, my thing, and do your own thing, I'll support you 100% because I know you got it. You see, I know you got it. I know you got it, and I know you've learned what you needed to learn to step out and stand on your own and fly, do your thing. You know, I want to see them do that. You know, I know they can't stay with me forever, but I want to be that inspiration and that person to say, that's a star right there. And let's move it. Let's make that happen, you know?
You want to bring that greatness out of them.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, that's me. That's me. I get a kick out of this. I love it. And like I said, I went to college for it. I went to Sugar Hill, so I know it. And nobody can fool me or trick me out of anything ever again. You know?
That's right.
So, if they do, then they got to be really good, you know? But I don't see that happen. I just see giving young people a chance to express themselves in their music and giving older people that are seasoned people that do what they do and it just did not get the opportunity. You know? So we're going to mix it up a little bit over here, Black Bottom. And it's just not black music. I got white kids sending me music. I got country people sending me music. So Black Bottom is just going to be for music, for people that love real good music, you know?
Black Bottom Entertainment.
Yes.
Cheryl the Pearl, before we get up out of here, tell the people where they can reach you at for business. They want to follow you, get information, want to submit music. Let them know all the handles they need to contact you at.
Okay. If you want to send music, you can send music to blackbottoment.com. No, not send that, but send it to blackbottoment@yahoo.com. On Instagram, I'm the original Cheryl the Pearl. On Facebook, I'm Cheryl the Pearl. Then I'm Cheryl Cook, a.k.a. Cheryl the Pearl. Twitter is Cheryl the Pearl. LinkedIn is Cheryl the Pearl. So that's basically, where you can find me at. I'm on all of the platforms. But blackbottoment.com is under construction, and I will let y'all know as soon as that's completed,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. It was an incredible event. We got a lot of history. We got to know you a little bit, so I really appreciate it. I really do. You taking out your time, you know what I mean? Because you're a class act and legend. You're a legend, so I thank you.
I thank both of y'all for having me on. I'll come back anytime. When I get my new music, I get it to you guys so you can hear it. And hopefully one day I'll get to see you face to face.
Yes, we're going to make that happen.
Facebook.
Okay.
Hey, right. And
Okay.
whenever you do a show, whenever you go on tour or whatever, I need some tickets. I need some backstage passes, some VIP, so me and Queen Jean can come back and, shake your hand and get your autograph and all of that,
Yeah, y'all in Atlanta, right? You're in Atlanta?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta.
I'm in
Jean is in North Carolina. She's right up the way.
In North Carolina.
We're all around,
okay. Okay, so that's a bet. That's a bet. I think I got to go down there with Angie. We're doing something, I think, in Memphis, Tennessee soon.
Okay.
So in September, I know I'm coming to Atlanta, and I won't get to North Carolina till November sometime. But I will keep both of y'all in mind. I will hit you up and let you know where I'm at, and we go from there.
Okay.
Fair enough. Good people.
Fair enough.
I enjoy meeting good people and people that support and getting the information out there,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do over here.
Okay.
Go ahead, Janine. Yes.
I was just saying blessings to you and blessings to you.
Okay, blessings to both of you, and I appreciate you having me here. And to your audience, one love, Cheryl Pearl, love you, and always gonna bring you something good and something hot.
That part.
Right.
Thank you again, Cheryl. Right on.
Okay.
It's the G-Lew Show.
Y'all have a good
Flashback.
Night.
You too, ma'am. It's the G-Lew Show Flashback Fridays with Miss Queen Jean and me, G-Lew, and we had our legendary guest, Miss Cheryl the Pearl. I hope you appreciated that. If you miss anything, we're going to keep on going. We got the after hours, but if you miss anything, you can go back to Blog Talk Radio, and the show will be up in about 15 minutes, and support our YouTube page as well at the G-Lew Show on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. But it's Flashback Fridays with Cheryl the Pearl. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Cheryl the Pearl, and thank you for tuning into the G-Lew Show on Flashback Fridays, hosted by G-Lew, our sponsors, BTP Media, and 93 Tweed FM ISM.
Tear the roof off, we're gonna tear the roof off the motherfucker. I tear the roof off the sucker. I tear the roof off, we're gonna tear the roof off the motherfucker. I tear the roof off the sucker. In America, we like to funk you up. What you want us to do is to funk, sing, fire. In America, we like to funk you up. What you want us to do is to funk, sing, fire. We got a real rapping thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of funkin' going down. We got a real rapping thing going down, getting down.
o'clock in the morning. It's just something I wanted to address real quick. You know, there's a lot of people that didn't really appreciate the unity walk yesterday. Don't like peace and all that, and I understand. When I was out there, I didn't understand it either. They couldn't talk peace with me. They tried, and I was like, nigga, this schoolyard. You can't find a homie in my generation that put in more work than me. You may find one or two that put in as much as me, but you ain't gonna find none that put in more than me. And I'm here to tell you that shit was worthless, bro. When they tried to peace, I didn't want a peace. Look where I'm at. This shit ain't cool, bro. Crazy part is this, you go this way to me, 2 cells that way, you got 60. You go 2 cells this way, you got bloods. We wait for each other when we walk the child, bro. We united in here. Nigga might not hang with a nigga every day, but we know we got each other back. And I don't knock y'all out there that ain't with the peace, but don't get on people that are. Some people just tired of this shit, bro.
One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one.
For God so loved the world, he gave us a good crib. The late great neighborhood nip. Dipping in this LA bullshit, about as solid of a youngster as a nigga could get, yeah. Wasn't nothing like these thug phonies. Was always showing love and big respect for all the blood homies. You understood the values in the youth. Man, I swear to God, nephew, you was the truth. Damn, how could this nigga do this? It's cause every neighborhood Jesus got a neighborhood Judas who hate to see your team ride rich. You see that envy and that pride, that's that green-eyed bitch. Worse than a woman's scorn. It had been better for that man if he had never been born. But Mary, don't you mourn. Martha, don't you weep. You see your son still affected us deep. Gave us the faith to take that leap.
One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood. One blood, one cousin. All together, you got one.
All it take is one brave blood and one brave crip standing up together like we did back on them slave ships. Out on high sea waves, fighting leather whips. Steady hearing Jesus saves out of devil's lips. Shackled at the hips for the color of our skin. Hundreds of us, yeah, we knew we was brothers then. But here we go again, underneath the gun. They got us thinking we all different when we So I'm giving thanks to the gangsters, giving praise to the natives. Damus and Perus, y'all got the whole order made. Special shout out to the Hoovers for showing us how it's done. Ain't nothing greater than when we unite as one. Ain't got no ulterior motives and no other agenda. Faking like you would, it's just like some public pretenders. We ready to end this. For every eye that still cries, it's time to realize God will rise when we die.
One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one. One blood, one cousin. One blood, one cousin, to put them all together, you got one blood, one cousin.
Motherhood, brotherhood, ain't no other hood. Just imagine if we all was one hood.
Put them all together, you got one.
Yeah, man, my
Ali,
Jesus is real, man. I'm gonna tell you what he brought me through. Yeah. Jesus is real, sincere with the gratitude. I used to be the dude walking around with the attitude. Now I'ma keep it real, tell you just what he brought me through. Been shot 5 times and they thought they had got me too. Now I can take you back to my days on Figueroa. When I had them on the streets, man, I had them on the corner. Came up and bought a house, then I moved out to Corona. From the package I was slinging all the way to Arizona. Now Jesus is real, he done brought me through it all. And took a couple lows, I done took a couple falls. That even hit the pen, me mugging through them halls. And just to get the towel, had to walk you through the fall. Now I can tell you more, and it's all gonna be real. The only way I'm here is, man, I had to take the deal. Now I can take my time and I can tell you how I feel. My Jesus is the only way, I got to keep it real. Jesus is real. Jesus is real.
bad man, didn't know about it back then. God's plan, I once attempted suicide. It didn't work, then it had to be a reason, cause His grace gave me work. I done been on my deathbed. Gunshots, couldn't see the devil coming, cause my mind's on rock. On my way to doing life for a bag and a murder. Seen the tears in my baby's eyes. She was hurt, so I got on my face and begging God for His favor. I heard the homies laughing, so I prayed with my neighbor. I done enough dirt in the streets, and I don't really wanna deal with the soul that I reap. Ricky Harris said it all one night at the church. Me and Hank both smiled, not knowing it would hurt. I told the homie home, but I never forget that man. Blessed me in the church and the death comedy jam. Jesus is real. Jesus is real.
Feeling I was untouchable, I stayed fitted to get it. Yeah, like Heathcliff Huxtable. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". I walked the edge of the razor in pursuit of my dough. I was ruthless, I kept it rocking to the right side. My son had the east, so ain't a thing I won't try. This lifestyle I lived, it led to prison and back. I was feeling persecuted, yeah, like John the Baptist. My mama used to ask me, boy, when you go quit it? At the same time praying for me, hoping I get it. My soul was heavy burden, I was short on faith. One night I heard the voice of God and I saw His son's face. Started praying for myself and got strong in the Lord, and now I reap a better harvest way bigger than before. I wear the armor of the Father, ain't no need for a gun, cause I'm protected by the blood, cause now I'm walking with His son. Jesus is real. Jesus is real.
Mike, what's going on?
What's up, Big Hank?
Man, I can't call it.
What's happening with you, homie?
Everything good, man. You remember the testimony night?
Man, that night with Ricky Harris at that church.
Man, that's still on my mind heavy, man.
That blessed me, homie. When I seen y'all pull off, homie, I was just like, man, it just seemed like you was an angel already, man.
You was.
God is real.
That's what he did say, God is real.
Yeah. That's what he did say. God is real, man. It's the G-Lew Show, Flashback Fridays. Before I continue on, we're in the after hours right now, so thank you everybody who's still with us. I want to bring back in the lovely Miss Queen Jean before she gets cut off because she seems to cut out after the after hours. So I want to bring her back in and let her give a summary of tonight or anything else she wants to speak on tonight because we appreciate your presence with us here.
Thank you, G-Lew. I just want to tell the audience to have a wonderful evening. Stay in prayer. Give thanks every day. Send out positive energy to the universe, to your friends, family, love on your loved ones. And just be good to one another and smile at someone every day. You know, instead of nodding your head or throwing your head up and frowning, just give them a smile because you never know what someone may be going through.
Right,
and
right.
always stay prayed up.
Always. That's what you have to do. Yeah, before you get cut off, because you always seem to get cut off, so I want to make sure I brought you back in, before anything happens.
Right?
I don't know what's up with that. We got to fix that. We here in the after hours,
and
playing good music.
Thank you for the opportunity that you give me. I'm so grateful and humble for the opportunity that you give me to be on your platform. It's a blessing to me. Truly it is.
Oh, thank you. It's a blessing to me to have such a wonderful person as yourself and the great musical insight you have and the wonderful voice. It only makes sense, you know what I mean? So that's God again, how we spoke about earlier. God brings people in your life. So he brought you here to the G-Lew Show, and we definitely appreciate you, Queen Jean, and we're going to have a great future with the G-Lew Show. We're going to take it to the next level. We got a lot of big announcements and things coming up that we're going to speak on later, but I'm glad we have Queen Jean with us now as a co-host on OG Sundays. Tune in to OG Sundays because we got something incredible coming up this Sunday, you know what I mean? So just tune in, you dig? And that's what that is. So in the meantime, in between time, you're in the after hours, so pour you a drink, or if you already got a drink, sip on the drink. Take a puff of that right there and just relax, man. It's the G-Lew Show's Flashback Fridays with Queen Jean and G-Lew. Yeah.
Papito, te amo y nunca, nunca quiero dejarte.
Hang out with the Deagle Double, girl, be a part of this. Now hang up your coat, blaze the dope, never missing a stroke. Yeah, yeah. Now this is a tapita. You ever seen a stretch lid jet two-seater? No. It ain't what you want, it's what you need. A real ass nigga to help you kick your feet up. Yeah. Now flip the channel to Lifetime. You stay on my mind, even when I'm writing rhymes. We can chill all day until the nighttime. I let you know when to go at the right time. I know you don't wanna go, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. Go, go. I say go, you say no, go.
You know that you got me loose. It's all the pimpin' things you do. You got me in a daze, and I don't know if it's the haze. We smoke so much.
Have a drink, have a toast. What it do? Whatever you want. And we don't wait until the first of the month. We never hesitate to roll $100 blunt. Nigga, money is nothing to us. It's big pimpin' over here, baby. You fucking with us. Struck it rich with the struck of the luck of the Dutch. Tripled you up, you lit a light for the flush. You got plans for a honeymoon. I got plans to move your fine ass up in my living room. At the studio on the D-Low. Is you with it?
Never leave you, no.
You got to see committed to do what I say, no matter how I spit it. You with it? If I say go, that means go. Now go.
You know that you got me loose. It's all the pimpin' things you do. You got me in a daze, and I don't know if it's the haze. We smoke so much.
Yeah, come spend a week with the Blackjack Tripper. Unzip your zipper. Got a couple of bitches that's gonna help you up out of that. I want you to sing with them. All y'all sing together. Come on, we're gonna be a group. Let me hear you say. All my bitches, let me hear you say. Come on, let me hear you say.
down the bag, roll me up a few. It's a vibe, baby, step outside, enjoy the view. Bring me on the rocks, we pop a bottle or two. Light a couple candles up, get in the mood. Baby, this that groove, smooth. Something you can drop the top back to and just cruise. In the old school with the truths and votes. 15s in the trunk, make a bump so cold. Play your role, baby, get in the zone. Relax your mind, kick back, cut off your phone. We all alone, just chillin', feeling that good sensation like 1 in a million. We can make a killing if you act right, baby. Just follow my lead and I'ma lead you to the light. On sight, I'ma give you what you need. Get your game right, bring you right up to speed. Indeed, we cool like the breeze. Mango, swish and sweets roll up the trees. At ease, please, I need my space so I can plant these seeds. It's the OG, the one and only, true. Ain't no one gonna love you, baby, like G-Lew. Storm, it's cool outside, come inside where it's warm. This is something different from the norm. I ain't nothing like the mother niggas, baby. I perform, hit you with the right stroke, left stroke, death stroke, swimming all inside you, baby, doing the breaststroke. I'm a Loki, BC's finest, chilling with my homie Tweety Bird and a couple hyenas. That means, ladies, I was just speaking Spanish. Come inside my world where your access is granted. Can you handle it, baby? I don't know. You fucking with a G, so best believe it's on. Big body Benz and it's sitting on chrome. Bubble eye lens, fog lights for the roam. The G-Lew Show Part 3 is back on with my homegirl BBC blessing the song. If it's wrong, I don't wanna make it right. All I wanna do is ride and vibe with you tonight. Chopping game with my homie Big Floss as we cruise through the city with the top chopped off. On a Sunday, that's when we low ride. Check the G-Lew Show, baby, we online. Never will you find one better, this is true. No one's gonna love you, baby, like G-Lew.
don't make me thank you. Thank you. Try to get to the hood and you might guess that a fool like me done shot Cyrus. Incognito, ghetto ego, saying fuck where did he go? I bust me a left from Wu Felon, parked the 735 and I'm belling. Went to my homegirl's house and got a hug, man. She helped me run like Harriet Tubman. Looked out the window by the black bed. I saw the pigs and the folk on the flatbed. Then the light from the bird hit me in the face. I closed the blinds cause I didn't want to catch a case. All that night I heard the birds circle while I was eating fish and watching Urkel. She said I could sleep on the couch like 2 a.m. I was digging her